Howdy y'all, Muglax Lives. I think it's time to play a little So Needs to Die. Alright. Oh, man, I totally forgot. I logged in and I was like, oh no, I forgot. I lost all my stuff. I mean, it's not quite starting over from scratch, right? But it is painfully uh, without my armor. Do you want the hood or the hat? Go with the hood, I guess, since it says I'm cold. All right. So, I guess that means I need to get out here and do some looting. I need. I was looking at what I could do, and I don't have any water. So I need to get my hands on some of that. Also, I think I have a skill point. No, never mind. I spent that. I was thinking maybe I had one left. I was going to put it into punching. Ooh. So I've updated to the newest. I'm getting some bad video lag here. Which I wasn't getting before. I mean, it's not like I'm not feeling anything here, except when I run. Oh, see, when I run, doesn't like it. It's not loading in things fast enough. That could just be my computer. It's being weird today. I, oh, right, I don't have a wrench. Man, I keep getting... Did they change the way the game loads in? Because I didn't change my settings. And it... Okay, dude, when it says empty, that means it's empty. You don't have to check it. Because I'm definitely getting some weird stutters as I load in new areas. Okay, this has already been searched. I need a house that hasn't been searched. I know I searched those, but I don't... Yep. Weird. Weird. I hope it's not doing... I have this issue with one of my other games, which is modded Minecraft, where it gets random stutters like this, and you have to reboot. Oh, dang it. I fell down in. There's a lot of stuff in here to get your hands on, but I'm a dead man. There's no way. There's no way. Woof. I didn't mean to fall down that hole. That was not my intention. You know, up on the roof is not helpful. Just so you know, game. you might think it is, but I don't find it helpful at all. Yeah, it's definitely a loading issue. Because now I'm not getting it as I run back over to a place I've already been to. Wake up! Can I punch a tree to get wood? I can. How much do I need to make a club? Club 5. Okay. Can I get wood from this? Yeah, that's a little easier. My guy claims he's gonna freeze to death instead. Alright. Oh, man. Alright, so I got club now. Maybe we can get this. I can't believe nobody woke up in there. Wake up. I wanted the zombies to break down the building here. I guess we could look for some stones. I can make an axe. If they just break down the door, then I could lead them out and then dart in and grab my stuff, but that's not happening. Look, I like the graphics and all, but I sure wish stones were a little more not part of the ground. Doesn't that look like a stone I should be able to pick up? Hey, bird's nest. I don't want your feathers. Hey, bunny bun. How much stone do I need to make a, Oh, I got enough right there. Never mind, we're good. Alright, we get over here and try a different tactic than throwing myself into the pit. Here. We'll just break a hole in the back. Hey, man. I was one hit away from cracking that open. I like that there's a bright light in there, like there's still electricity. Yep, you're dead. Nice. That's a lot of repair kits. Wow, that seems excessive. The only thing from that I really needed back was my knife. Listen, buddy. That's right. Okay. Didn't I see another box? This looks suspicious. Well, apparently not as suspicious as I thought. Okay, so we go from being suspicious to just weird. Must have been upstairs where I saw that other box. Yeah, so I finished watching The Outsider on HBO. I haven't had HBO in a long time. I some shady business practices going on, and so I don't have any way to stop that. It's just going to stop on its own. So I had cable, sort of. Dish. I had Dish. And, oh man, is that, okay, I was going to say, is that ever going to stop? And so, so AT&T owns HBO, and then AT&T bought DirecTV. Ugh, I'm not doing that. That takes forever. And so they said, well, that's a conflict of interest to own both the television producing channel, HBO, and the thing that you view it on, right? And HBO was like, oh, no, or not HBO, AT&T was like, oh, no. There's no conflict. There won't be a conflict of interest. And so, like, there's just a door there I could have taken. And so, sure enough, we get to I want to say like October 2 years ago or something, maybe longer than that. And they wanted to change the pricing that they had that HBO had agreed to with Dish after they acquired DirecTV. And so Dish said no. And so they never came to an agreement, as far as I know. And there just never was HBO again. And that was about the only thing I was watching. But other people watch things on HBO. I guess it's been longer than 2 years. And, oh man, stuff was falling out of the ceiling on my head. And so, I still probably watched a couple of things here and there, but HBO was one of the things that I watched a lot of. And so I recently got HBO Max because, I mean, I like HBO stuff for the most part. And, it was like one of the handful of channels that I actually watched anything on, and so I got HBO Max. So HBO Max is great because it's mostly on demand, which is how I watch my stuff. right? I watch a lot of Netflix, YouTube, that kind of stuff. I don't have time to watch things when they're on. Well, no. Let me phrase that. I don't. I don't have a schedule that allows me to watch things when they're on, so on demand works a lot better for me. And so I didn't even know about The Outsiders until we got HBO Max. I'd never seen an advertisement for it. It'd never come up in any of the things that I view. So I don't know who was responsible for advertising it, but it never appeared. And I almost exclusively consume, science fiction kind of stuff. And so I was, stupid Crawley. So I was very surprised when I watched the first episode that it was a Stephen King thing. I would have thought that, Stephen King comes up all the time for me, and I would have thought that I would have heard something somewhere, about it ahead of time, but it didn't happen. So, anyways, watch The Outsiders. It's good. I really liked it, and I hope there's a second season. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Supernatural police procedural, and it's it was about a man is accused of murder, but there's evidence that he committed the murder and evidence that he didn't commit the murder, and they're equal amounts of weight, as in video at both places, witnesses at both places, DNA evidence at both places, fingerprint evidence at both places. And so I'm like, oh, this is fun. All right. He's a twin and doesn't know it. Whoa. Tough first step there, buddy, huh? A zombie just face planted coming out of there. So doing all the guesses, right? So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I expected it as a Stephen King story to have a harsher ending, I guess, is what I was expecting. It didn't happen. I mean, it has a harsh ending, but it wasn't the harsh ending I was expecting. I am a fan of some of Stephen King's stuff. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of all of it. I've talked about it before, but I don't feel like he's very good at endings. And so sometimes I'll really enjoy something right up until the end, and then I'm just like, no. Nope. I have not gone out of my way to finish watching it, but I was enjoying the Dome when that was on, which is based off of a Stephen King book as well. Whoa. That was a very choreographed. Oh, I see. There's a cheerleader zombie. She must have got them all together for that. I thought it was a pretty fun adaptation. It was not exactly like the novel, but I saw what they were doing because it was a TV show that they were hoping to have more than one season of. And so they changed the story a bit. And so I didn't finish it because I basically stopped watching television at that point. So it is one that I need to go back and finish. But for the most part, Stephen King adaptations from novel to show don't usually go well. And I don't mean like this dang stick, man. I had a level 3 club or something, right? And I've got the level 1 junkie club because I can't make any better. Uh, like, for example, I really like The Stand. The Stand miniseries is terrible. I really like Tommy Knockers. The Tommy Knockers movie is terrible. Uh, some things though, they've done pretty well with. I liked the adaptation of It that they just did. Um, it wasn't by any means perfect, but it was pretty good. Uh, I was a little sad that they didn't have the turtle. If you know anything about, oh, I got knuckle wraps. Yeah. Oh, please don't come get me while I'm busy looting. I want. Oh, I already got one of those. I'll take those. Probably not going to do those. I'll take those. Um, but yeah, I have not read Outsiders, so I don't know. I don't know how well it matches necessarily the novel that it says it's based. Oh, dang it! Oh, that was my fault. That was my fault. Wasn't paying attention. So I don't know how well that matched the book or anything, but I did like it. Uh, Makes me want to read the book. Dome is one that I liked part of the book, but the ending was awful. Um, uh, the dome spoilers because I'm gonna talk my way through this. The dome was an interesting. My favorite stories are the ones where people are trapped together and um, they have to uh, they have to it brings out their true selves, I guess, is why I like it so much. Because people put on a false face to other people, and so I mean everybody does it. I do it, and so you've got your "this is who I am" in public, and then you've got "this is who I am" in my head, right? And that's what I mean. I don't mean like people are liars. No, I mean like there's the thoughts that you don't speak out loud. Um, that are in your head. Well, when they trap people together, often that inner inner person comes out, and so I like that in a story, and so uh, I like the little jangly buckle on the wraps here. Um, and so the dome is one of those. A dome appears over a town and the surrounding area. You can't see it. They can't break it. Uh, they can't go through it. Um, Air and water barely pass through it, and so Okay, now I'm confused as how I got in here. All right, I know it was in this room. I thought it was right here, but I don't see it. I remember coming. Maybe it was this room. Oh yeah, here we go. Coming at it from the wrong way. So so I like that part of the story. I mean, I want to know. I want to know. Oh great. So now I'm hot. Here. I got this cowboy hat mod, which I assume cools you down. Uh, and so it's for me because of what I like in a story. It's good, because they're trapped, and so all the things that they used to leave their hometown to do, they now can't. And um, turns out when that ornery old farmer is the only source of milk or meat or whatever. Water, I think, was a big one that he was hoarding. Um, and no one's there to stop the small town from being the small town. Things go bad, and so um, uh, weirdly enough, one of the big things that was going on was they were, as a town, like the town council was cooking meth, and that's how they were paying the town budget because they weren't getting enough money from taxes to cover things, and um, so that was interesting, and then of course people go crazy, and things just keep getting worse and worse as it goes along. And then it just goes weird, and not in a good way, uh, unfortunately. Which I expect from him. I really don't want this sledgehammer. I don't sledgehammer. I'm not ready to melt this down yet. So I think I've already got a. Yeah, this is already full of stuff. But I do have bacon and egg supplies. Oh, I gotta get a perk for that? Oh, I can't even make bacon and eggs yet. Keep those bullet casings, the food. I'll probably burn that up. We'll keep the seeds. Keep this water. I don't need to take 20, 30, 42. That's a lot. 42 of those. You can have the bones. Let's actually make some bandages here. And so, it was good. It was good until you get to the end, and the end really was like, um, if you've ever seen those comics where it's like uh, alien children playing with Earthlings, it was that. It was literally that. And so yeah, I didn't think that was gonna go. I think this just gives you paper too. Um, it was. I know Stephen King's big on the children uh, children save the day trope, and so the kids can detect the. Um, okay, what was I doing? Oh, I was going to get water. Uh, I don't know that I have a close spot for water. That is something I didn't think about. We'll have to go check over here. Nope, 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 nope. Oof. I'm really bad at using these ladders for some reason. And so the kids can detect the thing the aliens use to put up the dome, and then it turns out to be children, alien children, and then I guess there's probably water here. And then their parents come back and they're like, bad kids, you know, and so I'm like, I mean, you had to have a reason for the dome, but I don't know. I just didn't care for the ending of it. Um, and then um, I like it, but I also think it's a cop out. Is the end of the stand? I really like the stand, and there's like the stand is kind of like, oh, hold on to your hats here. The stand is kind of like Twilight. Uh, now hear me out, okay? I don't care for Twilight. I like vampires. I don't like sparkly uh, strippers or whatever they were. Um, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a sparkly stripper. I'm just saying that my vampires shouldn't glitter in the sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and so, so one of my issues, uh, Twilight as a story is not terrible to me. I just really don't like sparkly vampires. And the writing in the books um, tends to be from the point of view of a character who's not always at the main events. And so it's not fun to use most of a book to build up to an event and then pull the only character who gets to see things out of that event. And uh, was this like one of those old time? It's like one of those Pioneer Days places. Oh no! Oh no! I can't punch because my gloves are bad. What's the repair kits for then? Because so far I haven't found anything that the repair kits actually repair. Guns probably. Is this another water tower? I don't want a water tower. I want a pool. I'm looking for a pool of water. And we haven't seen one yet. So so I like the concepts of some of Twilight, but the books are all the books are the same layout. Uh, we start the story, something happens, we find out some information, we build up to something that's going to happen, and then the main character isn't there for it to happen, or it doesn't happen. All the Twilight books are like that, and I find that to be ridiculous. So, like the first Twilight book, uh, the main character, what's her name? Bella, right? Bella? I think it's Bella. Uh, Bella. Bella. Bella Lugosi? I'm gonna say it's Bella. Yeah. Uh, all I can think of is Bella Thorne now, and that's an actress. So Bella, Bella and Edward, Eric. Anyways, uh, uh, so so you got this build up, right? And so like in the first book, spoilers, in the first book, the vampire, is that the first book? Yeah. The vampire kidnaps her, right? And so then they go to rescue her, but she gets hit on the head. And so she's not awake for the fight, which is the culmination of the story. Uh, from the action point of view, I guess. Um, Maybe that's a problem, is that I'm reading them as vampire books and not romances because I don't really do romances. I don't dislike romance in my books, but I don't like my books to have that as its main focus. Not that I haven't read romances, it's just not my preferred genre. And then like book two, um, there's four books to that. Book two, uh, book two is just like he's going to expose himself and the council's going to show up. He's going to expose himself and the council's going to show up. He's going to expose himself and the council's going to show up. Oh, hey there. I'm not going to expose myself. And then the council has a bit part, I guess. And then book three is the one that made me the angriest about this. Um, book three, I'm creating an army of young vampires because while they don't have the control of an older vampire, they have more strength, uh, and they're more vicious. And I'm like, ooh, okay. And then as it goes on, they're like, "Oh man, we gotta do something about this." So then we gotta talk to all our friends. We gotta get all our friends to come in, and we gotta talk to the werewolves, and we gotta get the werewolves to come in because we have to protect Bella. The more I say that, the less I think that's her name, Bella. And so then, uh, man, I should have come farther down here. There's a lot of stores down here, like this working stiff that I could have searched for a. Maybe I was already here for a claw hammer. Anyways, I need to wrap this up. So they put together their army to fight the other army, and then at the last second they're like, "Hey Bella, maybe you shouldn't be here," and then they go someplace else, and we don't get to see the big armies of young vampires and old vampires and werewolves fight each other, which would have been awesome. Didn't happen. And then book four, right? I mean, it happened, but Bella wasn't there, so she didn't get to see it, so it didn't get in the book. And the same thing happened in book four. It was all the council's gonna come and kill us all. The council's gonna come and kill us all. The council's gonna come and kill us all. We gotta get ready for this fight. We gotta put together big armies to fight each other. We get all our friends and the werewolves and the people we've helped along the way are gonna have to help fight this all out. And then no, doesn't happen. Um, which is a big shame because she wrote another book about an alien invasion of Earth that is really good, but I mean, not like the best book I've ever read, good, but really enjoyable, although the movie was terrible. And uh, but The Stand is kind of like that as well, where they spend the whole book splitting up into these two groups, and then it gets to the end, and it's like, I don't know where to go from here, so we're just gonna detonate a nuclear bomb and call it good. Uh, uh, on the other hand, the Dark Tower, I like the ending of, which I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought that was a pretty good ending for that series. Um, uh, because of the whole cyclical nature of the storyline, and and so I rather enjoyed that ending. But yeah, um, The Outsiders, I like the ending. It was pretty good. I do feel, however, having had a couple of days to digest it now, that maybe the very end of it was a little too, that's what happens. And there maybe should have been a little more emotional fallout from what went down, than what they actually displayed. Um, but no, it was. I did enjoy it, and I am looking forward to hopefully another season of it. Um, it's basically cops hunt serial killer, except supernatural. So the serial killer's not what you expect. All right, with that, be better than the small things, lean into the light, and I will talk to you later.